Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The Debatable Podcast.
Debatable.
MC War.
The official sport of rap battling.
And the oldest battle league in existence.
Okay.
We back, man. So, we like to bring fantasy battles to life. Y'all know that's what we do over here at MC War, right? So, I was asking Denta what battle he thought would be dope.
It's the wavy himself, Max B.
Versus Jim Jones. We want to talk about the whole background and what took place. We talk from collaborators to adversaries to a possible reconciliation. There's a lot here, right, when it comes to Jim Jones and Bigger Vel.
You know
what I'm saying? And we think the battle should take place because it's so much animosity and so much, disrespect that went on between the two.
This is Max B, a.k.a. Chrissy Love Max, a.k.a. Freaky Zeke just snitch, a.k.a. y'all is on Bird Gang ain't got no money.
We think that this would be the best solution, hip-hop, because it's not a blood sport, it's actual a mental sport, right?
It started with music, let it end with music. Point blank, period.
Facts. So you got Jim Jones out of Harlem native. Then you got
Max B's also from Harlem. Bigger Vel, bringing the wavy slang to the lexicon.
You know what I'm saying? And they worked together, of course, early in their careers. Max B was involved in Jones's Bird Gang collective, but that collaboration eventually broke down.
What triggered it? Max B has said that it was about unfair contracts, lack of credit, and simply two big egos clashing. And that always happened. The egos always.
That's a fact. Even right now, with Cam and Jim Jones, it's the perfect example.
Dame Dash, Cam, Jim Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Harlem.
Jay-Z, Dame Dash, like it just keep happening, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta respect the groups that can keep it solid. You follow what I'm talking about? The Locks, that's a fact, 100%. So, he claimed he wrote songs for Jim Jones, as, most of us already know, did hooks. We know we heard the hooks, we heard the verses. Yeah, he felt underpaid, under-recognized, and at the same time, Jim Jones saw Max B becoming independent.
The split was partially business contracts and credits and partially personal respect and recognition. That's basically what broke them down.
Right. So there was diss tracks, confrontations, there was street DVDs, right? And the feud just kind of went public.
For example, Max B accused Jim Jones of using his work and not compensating him fairly.
Any artist that I ever had, I always put them in the best position they could be. Even with the dude that was locked up and shit like that, yeah, in the beginning, I took advantage of only thing I knew because that's what I learned from the leader that I had.
Who was locked up?
I ain't gonna say, you know who's locked up, but we ain't gonna say that. He did one of the artists I had and shit like that. In the beginning, it was like that because I was taught from, you only know what you taught, you dig? So naturally moving forward in this game is to be sold, not told. I was blinding people with the money, but I paid people more than they was worth and shit like that, you dig? But on the flip side, I took advantage of the business. That was in the very beginning. And after that experience, I never ever took advantage of nobody else in my life when it came to doing business with music. Even with that, I relinquished the ownership of his publishing. You heard? Wow. Because I could have still owned this publishing right now if I wanted to and shit like that, but...
take that.
So meanwhile, Jim Jones felt like he had to defend himself. The conflict also impacted Bird Gang. It was impacting Dipset and French Montana.
Ain't that the cocaine boys?
Yeah, Coke Boys, yeah.
Boys.
But now, as we know, Jim Jones has deaded the beef with French Montana. So,
right.
You know what? They might be doing something. Now, they gotta be doing something, man. They got, because there's no way you piece it up with French Montana, but you don't piece it up with Max B.
Mano asked them, being the fact that Young Thug squashed it with YFN Lucci,
right?
Would you squash it with Max B? And the answer was, I'm petty.
So I'm asking you, and I asked you before, how do you feel about getting past differences with certain people?
I'm petty.
Right, hold on. Because I'm trying to, hold on. You've had past differences with people. Some people you was able to get past that, right? Max B coming home. where we at with that? Are you able to get past that?
No.
Petty. I ain't
That's
letting
crazy.
nothing rock.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta see.
Just saying.
I gotta see that, man, for real. And then, I mean, I believe it only because I was looking at a Complex article 2023, or I guess they quoted him from 2020, and he was still, you know, saying disrespectful things to Max B. And I think Max B already started kind of walking back his whole thing. He was like, listen, you know, we was young. We was dumb. We was
Mad years ago, you know, we was running around young. We was entertaining.
doing a lot of different things like that. But Jim was still saying F Max B. So he's still saying that. So then I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real, bro.
Well, I mean, you know, for as a business, within this thing that we're in, with music and where it's at right now, it would be smart. Like for me, I always thought that it was business between Jay-Z and Dame Dash. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, there was even allegedly a movie. Remember they said there was a movie about this big record label that blew up, then separated and came back together, something like that, right?
I thought that, okay, you know, Cam and Mace and Jim, I saw stage 2. I mean, these guys just, you know, pulling out the bag in different ways and just making it happen.
Nah, that one felt real, because it went on forever.
Jamal,
it went on forever. I mean, well now, I mean, I was hoping. Well, I'm talking about the Mace and the Mace
I'm just
and
saying,
the Cam. That went on forever. Right.
No, with Cam and Mace, that went on forever, but then they got back together.
They sure did.
And then, you know, it is what it is.
And got to the bag too.
You follow what I'm saying? So I mean, you just don't know. But the fact that Mano did the way he did it by asking the question, like, yo, look, man,
Right.
We just because what just took place with Young Thug is like that's
That man. For
And
real.
yo, after I watched the interview with Big Bank and Young Thug, and I'm like,
Shouts
yo,
out to Big Bank
yeah,
Black.
man, that was a really epic, you know.
Nah, it really was, though.
Yeah.
A Big Bank Black, man. I like his interviews, man. I like his style. I like how he opened up.
That was epic because, like, you know, he really gave him time. It was like therapeutic, you know what I'm saying,
100%.
for Young Thug, and he actually gave him time to really get in there and really talk and tell his truth and how he felt and everything else. And he ain't lead him. He ain't try to lead him or try to instigate or nothing like that. So that was really epic. But then, you know, after that interview, your man Thug did a show downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
And he said it right there, yo, I'm squashing the beef with YFN Lucci. And then saw him at the club, dapped him up like, yo, look. Yeah, and he took it. So the conversation was like, yo, can you just leave this stuff alone? Can you leave the streets alone? Because, you know, you're getting a second chance because you out here, you know what I'm saying? You could have been gone forever. It's cases like yours, people don't make it out.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
100%.
by him taking it a step further and doing a concert and talking about, you know, the streets is dead and all this other stuff, and then seeing YFN and just, you know, taking it a step further to see him at the club and dap him up or whatever the case is, because people died. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
People actually died from this thing, and people.
That's a fact.
So the whole thing is, you know, I never knew Woody was the one that started the whole thing. You know, this whole thing was behind Woody.
Wow.
And he's certified, like, you know, medical. He takes pills, whatever.
Crazy.
But
literally.
Interview was crazy.
Literally.
Yeah. For real. So it's like, you know, my point is.
So what would a battle look like? Who? Because, you know,
now you're talking the language.
Yeah.
Now
What would a battle look like between Max B and Jim Jones? So what would that look like? Who you got?
I think you know, Jim Jones sounds really good. That's why when him and Pusha T, I immediately call
a guy, man. Smitty, there you go. Shouts out to Smitty, man.
Call our guy Smitty, and Smitty was like, you know, yeah, we'll make it happen, and you know, Jim was with it. Jim was with it.
Jim definitely was with it.
Jim
Gave a number.
Jim
gave a number.
He put his number out there. How, you know, we could make this thing happen, but, you know, Pusha T act like he was with it.
Right.
Talk.
So you saying Jim Jones got, because Max B flow is crazy. His wordplay is crazy. You get what I'm talking about? I mean, he's a little bit simpler, right, than Jim Jones now, because Jim Jones has been in the gym training, practicing. So you saying Jim Jones, based on what you've heard
Max
recently.
B,
so
been
that's
practicing. He been sitting in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but just because he been sitting in prayer, because it's been some rappers that came out and they was not that nice. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't nicer than when they went in. Matter of fact, there's a lot of instances of that. I think Gucci Mane was like the first one to come out and be bigger than what he was when he went in. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really think of any MCs that went in and was like nicer than when they went in. Can you think of any? Because
I think
Mystical came out, he wasn't nicer than when he went in.
I think the era of his sound just stopped. Nobody really wanted to hit it.
Yeah, Prodigy did though. Prodigy came out better. He came out. He was like, "Yo, I ain't scared. Now I'm about to talk about everything."
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, going into
Dr. York.
Yeah, shouts out to me. Rest in peace to Prodigy, man.
He definitely made that happen.
Dr.
You know what I mean? He talked about Dr. York pretty heavy.
Facts.
Really heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How he got this whole thing with the books, how he came in contact with his
100%.
personal experience.
And
you and him, y'all was writing.
I still got the letters, man. He said he seen extraterrestrials in the whole nine. Matter of fact, his wife was like, "Go downstairs." He was like, "Nah, I ain't going down. You go downstairs." I was like, "That was crazy." But yeah, so he's an example of somebody coming out of prison and being better, right? So, but there's not a whole lot, and I'm not saying that
talk is cheap. There it is.
Talk is cheap.
I had to.
Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Who you think? So I'm saying you saying Max B, but nah, Jim Jones is in the studio though, and Jim Jones is definitely in the studio practicing inside. He's in the game all the time, making sure now he had to sharpen up because he had Cam and Mace on his neck. Both of them are two of the dopest MCs that from Harlem. Like, you know what I mean? They definitely top 5 Harlem. So you saying
I think Max
Jim
B got
Jones
it.
ain't ready?
I think Max B got it. Just for the simple fact that, you know why I think he got it? Because I feel like that sound that he got is like a refined sound, and he brought that wavy. So by him being up in there, like, I don't know. I never did no real time, like a stint.
Right.
But I think when you in there, you got sparring partners when you
Right.
spitting and you rapping and stuff like that. And I think he might have just came up with some new on top of the wavy. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
On top of that wavy style where he's able to sing with the flow, that thing that he was doing. And then he might be able to come with a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
And then all we know is what we see right now with Jim.
Yeah.
So it's like, and not saying what Jim got right now is not popping. It's popping. It's fire.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, Max B gonna win. Because I'm thinking because of what's that called? Underdog. Cat's gonna want. He's already no Jim Jones. Jim Jones is the underdog that I don't think people are gonna want to see winning this one right here, because your man just did all that time. You know what I mean? Like you just said, they've been hearing Jim Jones,
right.
So it's gonna be kind of like, okay, hurry up, okay, all right, oh, that was nice, but we waiting to hear what you got to say, Max B.
Yeah, facts.
So so I would have to put my money on Max B, just because Cass is gonna want, but that would be crazy. That would be hip hop. But this is what I'm talking about. This like, you know what I mean?
That's how it's supposed to be.
This is MCing, man. This is big. This is what it's supposed to have been. Competition. It ain't supposed to be people dying. The whole purpose of hip hop, if you talk to the people that founded, Africa Bambaataa, they went and took people out the gangs. That the whole purpose was like, instead of fighting, we b-boying, we dancing, right? You know what I'm saying? Instead of stabbing each other, we MCing. You know what I mean? We on the turntables, we battling DJ battles, we battling on the walls with the graffiti. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm really hoping that Jim Jones keep that same energy in reference to.
I just hope it's fake, man.
No. I mean, I keep that energy, right? But then let's make it a music. Let's take it to the music. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Keep it music. It started with music. It started with music contracts and whatever. Just keep it music, and then take it a step further and see if you could outwit the man and bring it to MC War.
Yeah, 100%.
Debatable.
Yeah, facts. So y'all let us know who you think will win. Max B versus Jim Jones, and then check out Versetracker.com. If you watch battle rap, you want to see all the latest battles that's been released, make sure you go to Versetracker.com because
what's going on
it
with
has
Versetracker?
been some fire battles that just came out.
Right.
I think it was 9 days ago. Disaster versus Gemini.
Yeah,
Shouts out to international battle rap, bro.
How about there's a lot of battles going on right now.
Oh yeah.
And
Definitely.
It's being said
that it's saturated.
That it's saturated.
I mean, I like it like
and I'm
this.
like, it just shows how much of a sport this thing is.
No, facts.
And it's like, Pandora's box done exploded.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because cats got something to say everywhere.
Yeah, and I think if it's an issue with like you book a battle rapper and he's battling with another league the same weekend as you, come on, you got to do exclusivity in your contracts. It's a clause. You put an exclusivity clause in the contract. You get what I'm talking about? Now you might have to pay more because obviously these guys, this is how they get their money. You get what I'm talking about? So like you might have to say, okay, but I'm gonna pay you this much more. But then guess what? You gonna most likely have more viewers on your pay-per-view because it won't be splitted or diluted between 3-4 leagues that this guy's about to go battle with. But me, I also love it. This is what it's about. Now it went from, think about this, all this activity was happening when I was growing up. Any corner you went to in Brooklyn, Jersey City, Newark, New Jersey, Harlem, Bronx, anywhere you went, cats was battling. Right and wrong.
Period.
So now it's a platform for it. So we can't expect now. You remember, like I always talk about the MTV's MC battle when it was like 10,000 MCs. This was 2003. It was like 10,000 MCs out there on 42nd Street trying to get their chance. Where all them MCs at? Where all the people they was influencing? You get what I'm talking about?
I think we arguably, I think we caused the riot out there.
Oh no, facts. Shouts out to CF. Shouts out to CF.
Arguably, I think we kind of caused the riot out there.
Yo, facts. It was
Crowd
it was crazy.
Out of control.
Once they shut it down, it was like, oh, no more MCs. Like, y'all not gonna take no more cats. Been out here waiting for like 30 hours. You know what I'm saying?
30.
We was literally out there for 5-6 hours. But the point is that where you think all that's gonna go, it's going into the local leagues. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you check out our last Business of Battle Rap where we talk about small leagues, big dreams, and how right now that's the life, that's the ecosystem of battle rap. You get what I'm talking about? And we need that to flow. We need that flowing because then what? Where's the outlet for these guys? If they not spitting, if they not inside these opportunities, these clubs, these venues, battling with these leagues, where are they at then? Right?
Facts. Listen, man, it's a beautiful thing right now. The female battle rappers, you know what I'm saying? The male battle rappers.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother level right there.
There's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? International battle rappers. And then, we just here to bring it all together and make this thing official.
Facts. Like, look at this one that just went on. You talking about really is like Lebanon versus the UK.
Lebanon versus the UK.
Yeah, even though we know Disaster claims Los Angeles, but he's Lebanese. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to DTLY, that league. They're out of Germany. They organized Gemini versus Disaster. Disaster coming in at 84 million total views of his battles, 121 battles cataloged. He's averaging 700,000 views per battle. He went up against Gemini from the UK, who's got 24 battles cataloged, and he did his thing. He did his thing. When especially talking about the rusty knife that they was using, like, yo, y'all use guns, we use knives.
He says the zombie knife. Have you ever seen a zombie knife?
I ain't never seen a zombie knife. So 1.6 million total views of his battles, and he averages 69,000 views, 24 battles cataloged. Shouts out to Gemini. And then next up was Bill Collector versus Ton. Shouts out to Bill Collector. Bill Collector been doing this thing. He was actually
he's an MC War draft pick.
No, facts. Come on, man. We need to hear that guy on beat. I heard him on beat, but we need to hear him battle with us, MC War.
Facts.
But yeah, so 22 million total views, right? Cataloged, right? No, I'm sorry, 22 million total views, 112 battles cataloged, 202 average views per battle. Shouts out to him. He gave the look to your guy Ton, because Ton is new from Walterboro, South Carolina.
Okay.
Right? 13 battles cataloged, 14,000 total views, average views 1,000. So shouts out to Bill Collector vs. Ton. Then next up on that previous card from Takeover Battle League, they just released. You know, you should have got the pay-per-view and seen this already, but if you haven't, it's definitely a fire battle. Cortez versus Av. It was crazy,
hey, yo,
man.
Listen here, right? There's something different about, you know,
what, Brooklyn?
I ain't gonna say that.
You should, cause yo, he did his thing, man. I was like, I was expecting Av to
biased though. Cass be thinking I'm biased.
I mean,
just because I'm a Kings County, but the way Cortez took it to, so now I'm about to f him up. Now I'm about to, yo, he became Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Yeah,
he gave it to him, man.
And
Av was dope.
Av is nice. Av is nice. So I was definitely not expecting what I saw.
We're battling Av. I'm about to take a walk on him. They put the bodega on the Av, so you know I'm standing on my
business. That was crazy. The name flips was crazy. I mean, both of them did their thing on the name flips, but Cortez definitely, you know, hey man, Brooklyn is, I mean, come on, you got all these people condensed in one space. I mean, it's the home of Big Daddy Kane, right? He's from Brooklyn. It's the home of Jay-Z. It's the home of Biggie Smalls. My favorite.
It was
rapper.
all a dream.
You know what I mean?
I used to work Growed Up magazine.
But yo, VA produces some nice guys though, bro. They produce some MCs, man. Shouts out to my guy Hazor. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Big K.
Man.
Yeah, shit, yo, it's a lot of cats out of. But okay, but either which way, Cortez, 23 million total views of his battles. He averages 225,000 views per battle. Crazy. And his total battles cataloged is 103. Right? He went up against, as you know, Av 38 battles cataloged. Right? But he's doing numbers. It's like double. It's like double. But this might just shift. This might have been a good shift for Cortez. Double 449,000 average views. So that's double what Cortez averages. But you know what? We need to be tapping in more to Cortez. He showed that this battle right here.
That's a fact.
And 17 million total views of his battles. And Cortez is a draft pick too. He been a draft pick. He been somebody we were supposed to have inside the association.
But he's with us.
Part of the federation.
He'll agree. It's just like, you know,
it's just been timing. It's been timing.
We be in the kitchen cooking, y'all. I mean, no excuses, no reason. We just be cooking, and the way we do things is a bit different. But we be cooking. But Cortez is definitely a draft pick.
Shouts out to another draft pick, Payne and Shotgun Suge. Payne versus Shotgun Suge. Payne from Toledo, Ohio, to battle with us at the New World Order 3 card. He went against AR-15. Shouts out to Payne. Payne is also acting now. I think he's in Power, or he was in Power. He got a couple gigs. He came from 106 in Park. Freestyle Friday. Did you know that?
He did his thing with your man. What's the other man? That they had that little that 106 in Park thing going back and forth.
Okay. I'm not sure who. AR-15. Yeah. Is it AR-16 or 15?
I think it's 15.
Okay, yeah. So shouts out to them. But either which way, Payne the Squad Boy out of Ohio. He got total views 555,000.
Okay.
Total battles catalog 23. Average views 24,000 per battle. He went up against Shotgun Suge. Come on, we know Shotgun Suge is that guy. But Shotgun Suge kind of choked up a little bit, man. In the first round, kind of choked up on his bars a little bit. So, you know what I mean? You know, Payne, shouts out to Payne, man. You know, you gotta remember your lines, man. That's a part of it, man. But either which way, 41, he's towering in with the 41 million total views.
41 million?
85 battles catalog.
Wow.
He's also averaging 485,000. They haven't him battle yet? I'm sure they did, but if they haven't, we need to see it. Okay, so also just released Ahhah. Shouts out to my guys, I Battle TV. I like those guys, how they do it. They be creating their own
battle.
Yeah, man. And before you know it, these be new MCs. And then all of a sudden, they well-known MCs.
Right.
So Ahhah, he got Ahhah. Ahhah got total 550,000 total views.
Crazy.
Total battles 29. Average views 19,000. He went up against Soulcon. Shouts out to Soulcon, man.
Okay.
Soulcon out of Woodland Hills, California.
Okay.
14 million total views of his battles. He averages 438,000 views per battle, and he's got 32 battles cataloged. And last but not least, we're gonna cover Rum Nitty versus Calico. Shouts out to Rum Nitty. This is what you call an evenly yoked battle. Okay. Well, it is on the total views, but when it comes down to average views per battle, whoa, Calico was 1.2 million. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Calico is nothing to sneeze at. Never been.
1.2 million? I didn't know that though. I didn't know every battle he put up, he's averaging. He only got 31 battles. For some reason, I'm thinking this dude done battled way more than this, man. Shouts out to Calico, another draft pick, another MC we want to see on the MC War platform, inside the federation, inside the association of rappers. He's got a total of 1.2 million views. He's averaging that. I'm sorry, total views 37 million. And he's got 31 battles cataloged. And this dude is double Rum Nitty, bro. He's double Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty averages 500,000 views per battle.
Okay.
He's got 67 battles cataloged. And he's got 39 million total views of his battles. So you're saying he's averaging 500,000. Calico is averaging 1.2 million. So that's double. But shouts out to the legends that went at it. Rum Nitty versus Calico.
Love it.
And that's all I got. And it's debatable.
But before we leave, right, I want to say, I hope, Tory Lanez, man, hold your head.
What happened to him now?
Well, nothing happened to him now, but, as everybody's starting to really look at what's going on, he's really doing a decade, 10 years for that whole NFT thing, man. It's like he made $1 million
in one day.
57 seconds.
Wow.
57 seconds.
That's crazy.
$1 million.
That's crazy.
By showing
that's crazy. And we bought the NFT, man.
Direct to consumer is so powerful. And now everybody's talking about direct to consumer.
Right.
Your Daz from Dog Pound. Who else? Meek Mills. Who else?
Wow.
A bunch of people. Eric Sherman.
So and it's funny because you were saying that the other day, and now Eric Sherman is coming behind you saying the same thing.
It's like it's crazy.
He gave out the game too fast.
Too fast. It's like,
that's
crazy.
And
that's why that's why. Because the fact that when he said I broke the code or whatever the case is, that direct to consumer shows how 0.0004. This is what Meek Mills is saying. Who came up with these numbers? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, okay,
right.
Everybody's really recognizing how streaming should just be utilized for what? Promotions. That's it.
That's a fact.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So, and if you understand that's what that is, then you know that's what that is.
Right.
So I really.
The NFT is the way to go, because I was just gonna say, like, how is it if people don't want to buy the album, they're gonna stream. That's just what that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So then if they do want it, then you give them the NFT. You give them something that they want to stick with. But it's definitely a different. I think they definitely created this whole situation where the content wasn't as crazy. The music wasn't as quality. So when the music's not as quality, then nobody wants the album. Even people stop doing the intros, people stop doing the interludes and all the different things that made you want to go out and buy an album. People stop doing it. Facts. So here we are.
It's just like
and then the democratization of music, meaning like people having access to be able to make music. So now it's just like everything is just so much of it. It's so much. I remember one time somebody saying that the future of music would be people paying a bill like you pay a water bill or electricity, because there's just gonna be so much of it out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But either which way,
debatable.
It's debatable.